Alrighty, we are going to go ahead and we're going to start texturing the boombox that we actually have created here. And to go about doing that, what we're going to do here is we're going to first create some base textures to it. So I have the boombox side because I can see the two different values between the gray and the actual the major body part and the front part. The front part's a little bit more gray, and this one's a little bit more has a little bit more different color to it. So we're gonna go ahead and try to get it's a little bit lighter of a color. We're going to try to go ahead and get some base colors for this, and then once we're going to go ahead, we're going to be able to then apply it to the rest of our object itself. Alright, so first thing I got this material, and I'm going to name this material Front Boombox, and then I'm going to do this, name this Back Boombox. Alright, so I have a front and the back. At the front, we're going to go ahead and we're going to just mess around with, we're going to make sure that, well, I have specular right here, but if you have your specular or the reflection or reflectance on, uncheck that. So we just want a base color, and then we're going to turn things on or off depending on how the material actually looks. So right now we're going to grab our color. We're going to pick our choose screen color, but before we do that, we're going to try to get this all set up so I can just grab one or the other, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move it over just a little bit so I can grab some stuff. So I got this color, choose screen color, and this is the front, so we want to grab something like this. See what we got. It's more of a gray to it as well. So I'm going to just play around with these values, just desaturate a little bit. So this S value saturation, because I think it's a little more gray than it is that particular color. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and select the front polygon faces of this boombox. So now I got a basic color of how it's going to look. I'm going to go ahead and select the body here. If I expand this, you can see that I am actually, yes, selecting the boombox body. There we go. And I'm going to go to face mode. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to try to, the best of my ability, to select the front faces here. And the way I'm going to do that here is I'm going to go to the side view, and I'm going to try to get this rectangle to go and only select the faces that are going to be okay, so that's not actually going to work right there, so I'm going to have to try to re-grab it again. So let's try to re-grab this stuff again. I'm going to try to just try to get it in between that hole. And I don't really care if what's on the middle of the thing, but I just want to make sure this back area is not selected. So I might, because it looks pretty good for the most part. Maybe a couple things here on the side. And the bottom a little bit. Let's go ahead, actually, I'm going to try one more time here. But we'll go ahead and we'll try to zoom in a little bit more so we can get a better look at what we're actually going to be selecting. Alright, so I think that might have done it. If not, then I'm just going to deselect faces. So like these ones, I'm going to hold down my shift button, and I'm just going to deselect some of these faces. That I have selected right here. just want to make, if they're in this crevice, I'm not going to worry too much about it. I just want to make sure that at least the lip, like whatever you can see right off the lip, is not going to be selected on this back side. Because if it's in the crevice, you're not really going to notice it very much, and there's going to be some light that reflects off of one object or another. Okay, cool. So I got these faces selected. We're just going to go click and drag. Now you're going to see that there's a texture tag with that particular color. If we go ahead and drag this on here into this boombox, and then we just reorder this, we now have two different colors. So we have our front color, which I'm actually not happy with the color, so I'm going to have to change, because it's more of a stark silver. I know the color picker did pick something else, but we're going to go turn the saturation down. We'll go down a little bit more here. So that's a little bit more closer to what we have here. It could be that these pictures, because of the light sources that I was having, was getting these colors muddled a little bit too. So, but it is like this color, and then this is more. I think that this is going to be more towards what this color is itself, because it is a lighter gray, but it does have some pigment to it. So I think once we go ahead and edit the back color, cancel, let me get this smaller again. There we go. Zoom in. Okay. There we go. Now I'll go ahead and screen select this color here. There we go with that. I'll pick that one, that's a good one. And then we'll just go ahead and do a test render of this to see what the color is going to look like. Pretty flat right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to edit the color a little bit. So I think it's going, we're just going to decrease the value a little bit. A little bit on the flesh tone side of things. Okay, so that's a pretty good spot, good color that works. The other thing we can do here is we can select this handle and make it the same color as the back, because it is. Alright, so that works out for me. Other things that we can do is we can select the back screw holes, and we can apply the I'll get rid of that. So we can get rid of those particular colors. This back tab itself, so where is this back tab? I think it's in the extras. Tab 1, we can use the back color, and the tab 2, we can use the back color. Now this back part, we're going to indent a little bit. Okay, let's see where I have it. So that's why I got to make sure that I have all of these things labeled. Okay, so this one needs it as well. The bottom screw, back screw geo. So that's the screw. So it's gonna be a screw like a silver color. Okay, so side cut out indent. Let's see what this is. Go up to side cut indent. Okay, cool. So that is these things. And so we're actually going to do something a little bit crazy with this. Not really, I shouldn't say crazy, but we're going to do a little bit more complex things, because what we're going to do is we're going to assign, since this part is a sticker where it's flat, we're going to create a sticker for that, but we're going to select the edges that are right there, and we're going to assign them to this face color. So that's going to get a good blend there. But we do want to get these other ones, the side indents, or is it back indents? Round inserts. Alright, so round inserts. Okay, so we got these round inserts. We're going to go ahead and add those colors to it. That works perfectly fine. Alright. Okay, so these all look like they are set up so far with the right color, at least with the right texture. So right now we're just applying the textures to this, and actually we need to edit this antenna a little bit here. So with this antenna, there's a couple things that are going to be part of the antenna. That this flat part, excuse me, this flat part is actually the same color as the plastic. So we're going to go ahead and do the face mode. We're going to select only the faces that are the plastic part, which are that part. We're assigned to the antenna. There we go. Well, that didn't entirely work for us. Okay, so let's try this again. Select the faces. Let's see if we can just create a texture tag. Working here. Alright, there we go. Got that. Looks like it's wanting to throw we want the polygon selection tag. There we go. Texture. Texture tag is going to be, well, that's just a regular texture. So that should work with that. But let's try to go ahead and create a metal one. And we'll use, turn on the reflection. Of course, mine's going to be different than your guys's, but that's perfectly fine. I'm going to go ahead and select this. There we go. You might want to select, let's select all of that again, and then we'll just deselect stuff. Get my move tool out. And we're just going to, let's see if we can paint select. We'll just paint select those off. Alright. We got these selected. Go ahead and apply the metal to it. And now we have a good mixture of the chrome, and of course we'll have to go ahead and change the color for this, but we can make this like a shiny metal. And once we what we can do is that we can actually take that shiny metal and we'll add it to the screw itself inside here. But it looks like this needs the bottom inside screw geo needs this color. There we go. And then I think I have my screw right here. Deselect that. And we'll attach the shiny metal to it. There we go. That's perfectly fine. So we're really reusing resources, and we can actually, depending on what we want, that's pretty shiny, this is pretty shiny. You could probably use this texture, or this, and the antenna as the same material. So we're going to go ahead and apply that to that particular material. That's fine. The front knobs, we can use the same metal. That works perfectly fine for us. Now let's see if we can find a front picture. Just checking out what's going to happen. Okay, so this slider, we can make it a metallic as well, and then we can do this hole that we have, we can make that a sliver. But then what we have to do is we have to go ahead and make sure that we have all of these side insets done. So we want to do headphone jack bool, that's fine, we have that. We'll just make this bool a metallic color, that way it's metal all the way in. Headphone jack bool, so this is the side, we'll make this the same color as the front. So that works. Slide cut indent, we'll make the same color as the front. And then we got the front knobs that I have here. Go ahead and make the same as the front. There we go. Cool. So that's pretty, well, no, we'll go ahead and see what else we can do. This looks pretty basic right now. As far as this video is going to go, this is as far as I'm going to get with applying different materials. But before that, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that what the heck is that? It's like a, I don't know what that is. I like a box in there. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, so square inserts. All right, we'll make this the back. There we go. Because I think I did that so that they go in. They go in a little bit. Yeah, that's what I had. I'll see. Yeah, this one. The hole right here. Okay, that's fine. Cool. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, make this sticker here. We're just going to go ahead and make set up with the different textures for this particular sticker itself. And then we'll make the sticker in a different video. When I have that we'll add the actual text and stuff like that, but we're going to set it up with the correct layers and how we want it to be for that particular one. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to take our body, boombox body again, go to the polygon mode, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select this face right here. Now I'm going to create another material. This is going to be a back sticker. Alright. From there, we're going to go ahead and turn on our reflection. Or if you are doing the 2016 or the 16 version, it's going to be inside the reflection, and you have to go ahead and do the add reflection legacy. Alright, so got that turned on. We're going to go ahead and just apply it to that particular face here. And now we see we have two texture tags. We have the one that's going to be for that sticker, and then the one that's going to be right there. Alright, now we're going to make an additional material. And this one's going to be called back sticker font. And then we're going to apply it to the same face. There we go. Now I just move the way it's set up. It is fine that if you have it before there. I just kind of like to put it behind there because of the way that the computer will read it correctly if we're going left and right. But I like to move it behind there because then I know that it's going to be part of that texture tag, which is right there. And then if I select this other texture tag, it's going to select the front itself. Alright, so I have that set up. Once I get the font all created how I want, I'll go ahead, or font or fonts, depending on what you want, then I'll go ahead and I'll take this texture, I'll implement it into it, and then add it. But that's how, just setting up for that particular portion of the object itself. Alright, and that's going to be it for this particular video. So we have now a basic setup of the actual object itself. Things that we need to work on, and we're going to do, is we're going to go work on this. The tweeters are going to be a little bit different. These we'll make like a mesh looking object for the back. This will be a different type of metal. We can actually make this lip right here be a metal object, and then these are all going to inherit. We're going to make stickers for the front too, and then for this part too as well. Alrighty, that sounds good for today.